Hey friends, welcome back to the homestead. We're making another video. So the topic of today's video is what happened. Where did we go? Well, being run over by a toy car at the moment. That's distracting. Anyway, probably noisy too. So what happened? Here's my excuses anyway. We had a baby, and you saw some of that probably, or at least while we had him. But my wife Tanya was on maternity leave for, I don't know what it was, the first, chunk of time there. And when she went back, I don't know, things got busy. And I forgot to make more videos, even though I said I was gonna. And so I'm sorry, I really am, that I didn't get those made, that I didn't follow through with that, I guess, promise. But I don't know, kids are hard. They really take a lot of time and effort. And I don't know, it meant more for me to be a good stay-at-home dad and try and support my wife with her work and do all the stuff that needs to be done around the house and the homestead, although the homestead slacked a little bit, so y'all weren't the only ones who got the short end of the stick. But I appreciate, over the summer I heard from a bunch of you guys that I know when I saw you in person that you were watching my videos, which is pretty cool and very, I don't know, surprising. It feels weird that people actually watch these videos. So why don't we wander over here to the garden and I'll show you, I don't know, where we're at right now anyway. So the garden definitely didn't get the most attention. It definitely was not the greatest year. If we'd have given it more attention, we'd have definitely gotten better of everything. But we had a lot of struggles. So let me flip you around and let's and hope he hangs in there, and we'll show you what's going on right now. So starting at this end, we're experimenting with like a cinder block raised bed situation, mainly for I don't know, just we don't need it entirely, although this does kind of flood. I have a picture of the garden when it rained here last couple days. It was a week ago or so, and this was like, there was water here in every walkway for sure. So raised might not be a terrible thing, but to sort of denote the walkways, and I don't know, it looks nicer. And this might be a little wide. This is like 4 feet, and we're probably gonna put get more block and put like cap blocks on here. At least that's the idea. I'll bring it up another 4 inches, keep weeds from growing inside of it, make it easier to sit on, because you can't like sit and reach. 4 might be a little wide. We might take and change the stacking so we're half a block shorter, which puts it more like, I don't know, 3.5 feet or something. So currently this is a mixed bed. We had some issues with germination, but it is what it is. Random carrots, some beans here in the corner that I was testing, just testing viability on. They come from over here, one of these dried beans that grew. We got some lettuce, we got, I think, cabbage. That's an iceberg we're trying. Romaine, oh no, that's pak choi. Some giant chard. Don't know what that is, maybe more chard. There's another chard, red stemmed one. And I think this is a broccoli. So a bunch of brassicas we're trying for fall. A bunch of stuff didn't germinate, but we're still getting some salads and and greens out of there, and they're growing pretty good. What's growing is growing good. So this is our bean tunnel. This did amazing. This is like one of the coolest things we've ever done on the homestead here. This end is a little sparser. So we have 3 hoops here. And the first one is the oldest. We did them like a couple weeks apart, couple weeks. The last one is actually, I don't know, too many weeks went between the second and the third. So the third one's barely producing now. But this one and the second one, but this one's crazy. We didn't realize how long these would produce for. And this one's still producing. We pulled a bunch of dry beans off for saving seed, and it started producing new little ones, even though it looks sad. So if I'm bouncing, it's because I'm bouncing the kid. Sorry about that. But anyway, it was super cool, and it was really nice to be able to stand up and pick beans instead of bending over and hurting your back. It was cool to be able to stand up, and in the heat of summer, it's so nice to stand in here in the shade and pick beans, because most of them you can get to from the inside. So that was super cool. We're definitely doing that again. Probably change how we do the planting timings, but that was amazing. We'll definitely do that again. All right, now we have tomatoes. The tomatoes did pretty good. We didn't do as good about keeping them picked. There's a bunch of stuff on here. Some of them need picked, some need thrown away. A lot of stuff's rotten on the vine. I don't know if these Amish paste are more prone to it. We seem to have a lot of cracking and splitting, and then they tend to rot. Chickens are enjoying picking through here at the moment, though. We had them in the coop, and we had them not free range for most of the summer, so they wouldn't get in here and destroy any of our small plants. But we're at the end, so a couple days ago, we decided to start letting them free again. Do that as much as we can. Couple of empty beds that need reformed and fixed up. That one's got a lot of straw on it, so it blends in. They're just empty. I don't remember what we had in here exactly. Empty hoop. We had some cucumber here, and it's not as much wood chips on there as it looks like. It just got spread, so it sort of blends in. We had some cucumbers here, and they didn't do too well. We had onions in this bed. They did really good, except this year, so last year we started our onions from seed, and they did awesome. We got quite a lot. It all stored really well over the winter. This year we were a little late, and then we decided to try getting, what do you call them? Slips? No, onion, where they're like already started. Whatever those are called. I forget the name for it. Anyway, and we did them in here, and they seemed like they were doing really well. But then they started going to flower, and then we were learning that they don't store well if they go to flower because something happens in the bulb. And not all of them went to flower, and we kept plucking them off, so we're gonna see. We've got them drying and see if they're gonna do okay or not. Some of them have already started to rot. We have some carrots here that finally need pulled out, some beets that need pulled out. They're all ready. We're not ready to eat them, so I'm just storing them in the ground. At this point, they're probably not growing much. Overgrown asparagus very much needs weeded. That's a project that is, I don't know, we're gonna try and get to at some point here. Peppers, we're getting there. We apparently haven't gotten any actual frosts, because they're not dead yet, but we've gotten really close to some frosts by the looks of some mornings. So we need to get the remainder of the peppers picked off of here. This bed is sweet potatoes, and you're not gonna be able to see it, but right in here somewhere, there's a little hole, and I'm not getting closer to it. We have ground bees in this bed, which I'm very nervous about, because we want to get the sweet potatoes out, but I might wait until it freezes, like real decent, and then try and dig in there and kill them. I don't know if you guys got any suggestions. Somebody told me the other day to pour gasoline in there at night and light it on fire, which I don't know if I want to pour gasoline in my garden bed. That sounds like, I don't know, it wouldn't be great for like polluting my garden bed soil. This had actual potatoes in it. Needs cleaned up. that did pretty good. We got a fair amount of potatoes. I don't remember how many. I think we weighed them, but it did really well. Surprisingly, we've never done potatoes before. We had tons of potato beetle and stuff. We were trying to kill it with BT, but I don't know if it helped maybe a little bit, but we still got lots of potatoes, so I'd call it a success. Any more tomatoes. These are all cherries. And hold on there, buddy. Hold on. Anyway. Okay. These are all cherries, and there was some like slicers in there Tiny's making sandwiches out of. All right. These beds, I don't know, we had some zucchini and some other stuff. That bed was, unfortunately, we never planted anything in it. It just got weedy, so we had to weed it out. This fall it was terrible, but these two beds are getting ready. They're gonna have garlic put in them any day now, maybe tomorrow for all I know. As soon as we can get to it. We've been working on getting these ready the last couple days. And this one still needs smoothed out. All right, so anyway, let's call that the end of this video. That's my excuses, what happened, and what's up with the garden. I'll do another video here soon about what happened with the cows, what the orchard's looking like, and anything else I can think of when the kiddo is not too cranky. So thanks for walking with me. Thanks for talking with me. And if you have any suggestions about the bees, leave them in the comments. I don't want to get stung. Got stung by a ground bee, not from there, but somebody else's house this year, and I don't like it. So, all right, see you later. Thanks. Bye.